President Trump and voted to end the impeachment and told Congress to get back to work.
I'm Meg Kennard, national politics reporter for the Associated Press. This week was an unprecedented moment in American history as we saw the indictment on criminal charges of a former president for the very first time. Donald Trump is seeking for the third time the Republican nomination for president in 2024. So his criminal case is coming right in the middle of his active campaign.
What you're really seeing now is the candidates, both those declared and those who are expected to eventually challenge Trump, really struggling with how to navigate this moment. You know, you would think, hey, look, our chief rival, the Republican frontrunner, he's been indicted. This is great for us. This is going to be a huge boon to us politically. We're going to be able to attack him. But that's not what is happening right now.
Earlier today, my competitor in this race, Donald Trump, was criminally indicted in a politically motivated prosecution. This is wrong.
When news of his indictment came out last week, there were a flurry of statements from many in the field talking about what they saw as the politicization of Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg's case against Donald Trump. There were a lot of Republicans, candidates and potential candidates included, pointing out the fact that Alvin Bragg had run his own campaign for district attorney, promising that he would seek to hold former President Donald Trump accountable for any crimes committed in New York. But, for example, this week when Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was in Michigan, he made no mention of Donald Trump whatsoever in some of his comments there. So candidates are trying to appear that they may be supportive because they know that Donald Trump has a very large base of support, voters for whose attention they would be competing in a race against him. But they also don't want to use too much of their own media attention and airtime to draw further attention to their competitor for the GOP presidential nomination.
You know, Trump has been at this point consuming, especially this week, so much of the media spotlight. And you've had candidates, you know, Nikki Haley this week traveled to the U.S.-Mexico border. Mike Pompeo, the former Secretary of State who's considering a presidential run, actually traveled to Ukraine this week. We had Asa Hutchinson, the former governor of Arizona, who announced this weekend that he is running for president. And all of those events were completely overshadowed by the sort of media circus covering this unprecedented historical event of the former president kind of coming in Manhattan to be arraigned. It's not only a matter of these candidates sort of having to navigate the politics of, you know, criticizing versus not, but it's also a matter of these candidates actually trying to kind of find a way to kind of get their sliver of the spotlight when you have a candidate like Trump who is sort of so adept at sort of hogging that spotlight.